Hello everybody, welcome to my channel or welcome back. Today we are going to be doing your tarot reading through the chakra cards. If you know what chakra cards are, then great, or if you know what chakra is, then you'll be able to relate to these cards. If not, just take a quick minute to pause this and Google it. It's actually very interesting. I just jumped into it myself. I don't really have the capacity to explain it in detail, especially since I am trying to keep this reading considerably shorter than all of my other readings. But so I guess the best way to describe these cards that you see in front of you is that these all represent balance within your body, within your mind, within your spirituality. So the crown chakra is at the top of the head. It represents consciousness, unity, spirituality, oneness. The third eye represents intuition. The throat chakra represents communication, expression. The heart chakra represents love, empathy, kindness. The solar plexus represents self-esteem, power, ego, things like that. Then the sacral represents sexuality, relationships, joy, pleasure, that kind of thing. And then the root chakra represents survival, safety, security, and things along those lines. So I will be looking into how it is that what is on your person's mind in regards to these things, whether it be you or something that is troubling them, that would probably be able to give you better further insight on what is going on in your relationship, okay? And with that being said, let's get started on the reading. Please tell me what is at the crown chakra. What is at the crown chakra? What is in this person's thoughts? Thank you. So you have the Three of Cups in reverse. So as of right now, this person is overindulging in some sort of excess. They could be drinking too much, I take it. Looks to me as if they are also partying too much. They're not paying much attention to the connection that you all have. So they're kind of they're in a place right now where they're up in their head. Because again, the crown chakra does represent thought. So they're thinking that what they're doing is okay. Whatever overindulgence it may be, shopping, drugs, again, partying. It could even be something sexual in nature. They are doing too much of something and they know it's not right. They know they should be doing things to serve the highest good of themselves and your relationship. They're also feeling detached. They feel as though they don't really have a purpose, which is why they're going out and acting this way, they don't really have direction as of right now. And they don't have a lot of faith in the direction in which the relationship is going at the moment. I feel as though they may have withdrawn from you to go and indulge in these excessive habits. You may feel lonely as a result of it, but they are definitely lonely because they're going out and or staying in and indulging in vices that are counterproductive, because they're trying to, whatever they're thinking about makes them uncomfortable. Whatever they're in their head about makes them, they can't sit with it. They can't process it in a healthy way. So they're going above and beyond to silence whatever voices or thoughts or feelings that they have that they don't want to work on. They are trying to drown that out with doing something that is essentially destructive, self-destructive. This person is depressed. Let me get another card for that. Why is the Three of Cups in reverse here? Thank you. You have the Sun, Leo energy. This person feels as though what they're doing is making them happy, but it's really not. It's covering it's covering up some sort of wound that they won't address. And it's also very possible that you brought sunshine into their life. And whatever happened between you, because if they're acting like this, more than likely you're suffering as a result of it in some way, shape, or form. So you may have been this person's happiness, and they don't want to address their feelings about the situation. So they choose to drink, to drug, or to indulge in third-party situations. So their thoughts as of right now, there is no clarity. They are just doing what makes them feel good for the moment, but it is not healthy. What's at the third eye? And again, that third eye is going to be one's intuition, okay? That one fell straight on the floor. Give me a second. You have the Nine of Cups in reverse. So, because they're up in their head about one thing or another, which I am safely going to say is whatever is going on between you two, they're not satisfied. They're not using their intuition as to certain people, certain situations. I feel like whoever they're partying with or hanging around is a bad influence on them. They encourage this person's reckless behavior, and their intuition is blocked at the moment, almost like some sort of brain fog where they can't think for themselves. So they let other people with poor decision making make the choices for them, or they choose to follow the advice of these people who make bad decisions. This person is also very materialistic. And as of right now, they are afraid that in addition to losing you, they won't be able to maintain their own life, their own creature comforts. They won't be able to make decisions on their own without you in it. And it's filling them with some sort of anxiety. As of right now, this person is not thinking, Jesus, sorry about that, collective. As of right now, this person is not thinking rationally. And it feels as though they're living in a state of delusion. They refuse to be logical about certain things when it comes to whatever is affecting them. They're making a lot of mistakes, I feel, where finances are concerned, and that's adding on to the anxiety, because not only is the relationship between you two fractured, but their finances and what usually keeps them comfortable is also at risk. So instead of dealing with the problem head on, they're just indulging in counterproductive things that don't serve their highest good or the highest good of the relationship they share with you. Hmm. Mm. It's also giving me that there's a part of them that you don't know about, like a shadow side of them that have unfulfilled desires. So this person strikes me as the type of person to have some insecurity issues. And I don't know why I just heard it, but they are um how do I put it? They are not confident when it comes to pleasing you in bed. And instead of using their third eye, their intuition, to know how to please you with confidence, I feel as though that is adding on to whatever anxiety is going on in their head. They may believe that the reason for, or part of the reason for the discord in your relationship is due to them not being up to par sexually. Mm-hmm. Mm. What's at the throat? What would they like to say to the collective, or what have they said to the collective? I'm sorry, guys. My cards have not been working with me lately. That one looked like it wanted to flip out, but it didn't, so we'll keep going. There we go. So at the throat, we have the Eight of Swords, okay? So at this point, this person fears speaking to you. This person is scared to come forward and say what's really on their mind. They don't think that you'll receive them well when they do try to speak with you. They're scared to come forward because they feel as though you are going to be very unforgiving, not willing to be moved, not willing to negotiate. And when they do come to you, it's going to come off a little bit unauthentic for you. It's going to feel as though they don't really mean what they're telling you. You're also going to feel like they're not very attentive to you when you speak. They may look like they're daydreaming or spacing out. And again, that's because they're in their head about a lot of things that don't have anything to do with you. This is all internalized conflict, okay? They also may not be willing to listen to what you have to say if it does not go in their favor in regards to you two working it out or them getting their way. And again, remember the crown chakra is the central control system for the thoughts. And remember, we said here that they are disconnected at the moment. They're trying to not think about something that gives them a lot of discomfort. So they're dealing with it by indulging in bad habits. So again, this card is just, again, propping up and clarifying and backing up the fact that they are indeed in their head. They feel trapped. And they also, when they come to speak to you, will take on a victim mentality. They're going to try and say that you misunderstood them and or that they didn't mean it like that. And essentially they are going to be trying to gaslight you into feeling bad for them so they don't have to do the work that's necessary to fix whatever is broken between you two. They're also going to tell you in some way, shape, or form that they don't trust you. If there was cheating involved, they're going to essentially say that they don't think that you didn't cheat on them as well, if not cheated first. So again, it goes back to the authenticity of why they are even coming to speak to you in the first place. They're usually very outspoken, but again, they are depressed right now. They are feeling vulnerable. They are unfulfilled at the moment. They are ignoring their gut. They're ignoring their intuition when it comes to them knowing what's right, what's wrong, and how to move forward to stabilize their own life without you having to step in and fix it for them. And I also feel, calling back to the crown chakra and the third eye, with the 9 of Cups being in reverse, I also feel as though the unfulfilled desires have something to do with them also perceiving your intimate relationship or your intimacies as no longer exciting or thrilling. That's why with the 3 of Cups, that will fall under the category of disconnection. They feel disconnected from you intimately. And it may be because whatever they are indulging in, I'm surprised I didn't see the devil pop out yet, but whatever they are indulging in is essentially creating a callus around things that are normal. It's hardening them to the reality of things. So if this person watches a lot of pornography, you could safely assume that them being unsatisfied or unfulfilled with you in the bedroom, not only because they think they can't perform to your liking, but also they may feel like you're not living up to their expectations, is because they may have desensitized themselves at some point to escape being in their head about certain things. And therefore, they're overindulging because they're having a hard time being stimulated by the reality of things, by the reality of what it takes to make a relationship work. You know, you get what I'm saying? They're not being, again, they're operating on a plane of some sort of delusion. And when they come and speak to you, it is going to be very strange because a lot of the things that they say is not going to make sense to you. And you may be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. They have a lot of poor me mentality. They could easily fix it, but they choose to vocalize things that make others feel bad for them instead of vocalizing, hey, I'm having a tough time and I could really use your help. They're choosing to vocalize this victim mentality, like life isn't fair, it always happens to me, people always leave me. That kind of thing is what you can expect this person, when they do come back, to say to you. They're going to try to make you feel bad for the way things happened and the way things are going forward. This person may even tell you that they love you, which is true enough, collective. I don't doubt that they do love you. But when they come back towards you, you know, to try and speak with you, it is going to be to their own benefit, okay? Let's see. What do we have at the heart chakra? What does this person feel in their heart at this moment? What is this person... nope, that wasn't supposed to come out. What is this person feeling in their heart right now for the collective? Thank you. You have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So this person... this person feels like they have to approach you with caution. That they have to... like they have to put... I'm trying to find the words. They're feeling like they have to slow down in the way that they're feeling these intense emotions for you. You could be dealing with an earth sign here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They may be closing off their heart at this moment so they don't have to feel things like guilt or shame in regards to how they treated you. This person may also be very attached to you. I get the overall sense that they're, when things are well, that they're very clingy, very needy. Let me get one more. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here in reverse? Thank you. You have the Star. That's Aquarius energy. So this person definitely loves you. They see you as the star. Okay? You are their inspiration. You are their only hope in their world as they see it. If they don't have you, they don't have anything much. Okay? You may be an air sign. This person wants to give to you, okay? But with the Knight of Pentacles being here in reverse, they may feel like they don't have it to give to you. They may feel like they don't make enough money. So that's why they are being distant towards you, because in their heart, they know that you deserve better than how they are treating you and what they are giving to you. They know that you've given more than your fair share where the relationship is concerned, and they feel incompetent. They feel as though the way you express your love to them is something that they can't keep up with. So they procrastinate as far as doing the hard work it takes to be able to express this to you. They kind of keep it close to their chest, feeling this inadequate, because love is free. That doesn't cost a thing. But they feel as though they feel as though them not being able to provide for you in the way that you provide for them mentally, emotionally, physically, they feel like they feel like you may not love them anymore, collective. Let me get one more on the heart chakra, please, just to clarify. One more on the heart chakra. Yep. You have death, Scorpio energy. So they are scared, as I just said, that you do not love them anymore. In their heart, they still love you, very much so, but they know that whatever they are doing is some form of breadcrumbing, and they are not rising to the occasion to fix that. Wow. Wow. Yeah. They feel as though they've lost you, that you no longer love them. Wow. That's really intense, collective. I just felt a sudden sadness wash over me. This person is really heartbroken without you, and it damn near kills them to think that they've lost you, but more importantly, lost your love. Because at least if they still had your heart, or at least if they still had your heart, there would always be some sort of bridge to gap. There would always be a chance of reconciliation. But if you don't love this person anymore, it's never going to happen. And the thought of that crown chakra scares the holy hell out of this person. Why is the solar plexus here? Solar plexus is this person's self-esteem, their ego. What is at the solar plexus? Thank you. You have change. Let me pull one more. I said one more. I'm going to put those back in the deck because I said one more, not two. And they both popped out at the same time. So you have change in the reverse. Thank you. And then you have the 5 of Wands in reverse. So as of right now, this person is, they're feeling very angry. Okay, they're feeling powerless. Because at this point in time, they're forced to do something that they don't want to do, which is be apart from you. That choice is out of their hands at this point. So it makes them feel as though they don't have any control over what happens, not only in their life, but in the relationship regarding you too. They feel as though they are going to have to compete with, I don't know, some real or imagined competition in order to get you back or get things back to the way that it was. At this point, they don't have the energy to do what's necessary in order to win this fight. They feel like they're stuck in this cycle of bad luck and they're not willing to change. It's almost like the only way that they're willing to try to come to you and talk to you is if they put on some sort of mask to protect their ego. Because again, here, they feel as though you no longer love them. They feel as though they can not, they cannot get on the same level, and or they can't meet your expectations. So it is really messing with this person's ego. They feel like everything is out of control right now. And they're going to be very aggressive because of this. They don't have the strength to make this transformation that they need to make in their personal life, whether it be with their career or decisions that they need to make, and or in this relationship. So they are going to be putting on a mask to avoid conflict. When they come to you, they don't want to fight. They just kind of want you to accept what is, what's happened in the past, and move along. Just sweep it right on under the rug, because they lack the energy at this point to do the real work it takes in order to make things right or in the positive where it could benefit you both. So because they are taking shortcuts in the ways that they would try to get you to agree to come back to them, they are going to be very, very instead of working together, they're going to try to take control of the situation, because again, they feel as though they have no control in their life overall across the board. So when they come towards you, they're going to, again, try and manipulate you, throat chakra. And they're going to be angry or aggressive, because right now their ego is hanging on by a thread. They feel like a complete and total loser. And they are beating themselves up over losing you in the first place because they thought they were so much smarter than that. This is the type of person that thinks they could talk their way out of anything. And I think that you're standing on business, okay? I think you're not letting up on this person. You're not letting them just get their way this time. You're really standing 10 toes down and being like, no, this, like, you need to do this, do that. And or we're just not going to be together. I'm sick and I'm tired of it. So this person, if they cannot manipulate you and get you through the normal tactics that used to work before to let you guys reconcile, then they are definitely going to turn to being aggressive and angry. And they may also be angry because I feel as though they think you have someone else. So they're assuming that this connection is not coming together as it should or as it has in the past because you are now indulging elsewhere, which I feel like some of you may be, but I feel for the most of you, you're not. You're just trying to heal. Again, you've seen the star card out here. That was your energy collective. You are trying to heal. So I don't feel as though you're out there looking for someone else to, you know, take you away from your task of focusing on yourself and or messing up your energy. And for the sacral chakra, we have the Two of Swords. Okay, so this is the sexuality, relationships, joy, pleasure, emotions, creativity card. So as of right now, this person is blocked off to reason. You may not be able to talk sensibly to this person at this point in time. Especially if you know about their overindulgences in certain substances or people or whatever have you. This person doesn't want to look at the fact that their bad choices pretty much shaped this outcome. They may also not want to look at the fact, since this is a sexual and pleasure card as well, they may not want to look at the fact that whatever they're indulging in, which honestly, I'm going to be wholeheartedly upfront with you, collective. I think one of these things that they're struggling with is sex. I think this person likes to indulge, in, other people. Because their ego is so shattered, not only do they need it for their ego boost, they also use that as a ways to escape, okay? The reality of how hard it really is to keep a relationship going. So I feel as though they may step outside of themselves to give themselves a fantasy where things are easier, where no one is expecting them to do better and or they don't have to worry about, pleasing someone else. I also feel like this person would be the type, if it is a male, to have some sort of affliction or addiction or unhealthy interest in OnlyFans. Because with pornography, you can't message the person, you can't talk to the person. You could do web chats and webcams, I'm assuming, on there, but it's a little bit outdated. OnlyFans is kind of that new thing where these aren't just regular people taking off their clothes. These are like IG models, that you're talking to and getting to see naked. So I feel like this person doesn't want to accept a lot of their sexual hangups as a major core part of the issue that you guys are experiencing as of right now. This person definitely exhibits a lot of addictive behaviors, explosive behaviors. They are privy to attention seeking most times. Let me get one more. Why is the Two of Swords here under sacral chakra? My cards really hate me today. Sorry, guys. Okay, so you have the High Priestess, that's Pisces energy, and the Page of Wands. So yeah, they definitely are wanting to explore different options. Um, and they're enthusiastic when they do so. And again, it stems from that insecurity that they have, that they are not desirable and or that they are not adequate. And they kind of keep things like this a mystery to you. But I feel like your intuition has already tipped you off to the possibility of this person's behaviors, especially since this person, I feel at the time before you parted ways, either temporarily or permanently, started to dial down the passion and or connection while you two were intimate. I feel like this person made you feel like they didn't desire you. They didn't have much passion towards you. They weren't sensual. They weren't emotional and vulnerable with you like they used to be. And that is because they are chasing a fantasy of something that does not exist, either in the online and or out in the general public with real people. And this sacral chakra is the ruler of the genitals. So I know that this person feels, again, referencing back to all the other cards, that their life is out of control now with the Wheel of Fortune. And with the Death card, they know things are coming to an end between you two where they won't be able to get you back. But they don't want to change because they're quite comfortable in their addictive behaviors and habits. Although, because they are an egotistical kind of person, it does make them feel guilt and shame. Okay. What is at the root chakra, please? Oh, and I also forgot to mention that this person seems to me like they would hold a lot of secrets from you. And you're just now kind of like being blindsided with those secrets. You're finding it out piece by piece. You may not even know all of it at this point. But I feel like you're just now, you know, you're at the tip of the iceberg, and there's so much more underneath the water that you don't see. So for the root chakra, which goes to speak to your survival, your safety, your security, what grounds you, you have the Magician, Magic Mike, my guy. So this person is trying to manifest. They're trying to manifest a different outcome for their life as of right now. They are battling lack of motivation, as it were. They feel like they're in lack. So they're in survival mode right now. They don't feel safe. They don't feel secure within the relationship, mentally, emotionally, or financially. So they are working really, really hard to try to manifest a different outcome so they can come to you without guilt, without shame, and seeming in control of their lives and seeming as though they can make better decisions, not only for them in their life, but for your life as well. They want to be able to lead you with confidence. They want to appear to be, that strong person that's in control. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Pentacles. So hardship, poverty, insecurity. Again, that speaks to their survival, their safety, their security. They they feel like that's compromised, and they feel like they can't come to you in the current state that they're in now, mentally, emotionally, and financially. So if you have not heard from this person, please know they are fighting an uphill battle. They are fighting for their lives, and they do not want you to see them in this compromising position that they have found themselves in. Nothing is going well for this person right now. And they wouldn't even be able to, do anything for you substantially. Like, you would be jumping back into whatever you left. Let me get one more card. Why is the Magician here under root chakra, please? Thank you. You have the Six of Swords. They feel as though you're leaving their life. And right now they may feel like you guys very well may be at a distance, but they feel like you're leaving them behind. And not only are they trying to manifest better finances, better mental structure, better emotional structure, but they're also trying to manifest you back. They don't want you to transition. They don't want you moving on. They are more than likely watching you online and seeing how well you're doing for yourself. You're not sulking, you're not slacking, you're tightening up on business, and they feel as though you are leaving them behind, collective. They feel like the rug has been pulled from under them. They literally feel like they don't know how they're going to make it another day in either of them categories. Financially, physically, emotionally, mentally. This person is literally one strand away from doing something crazy. Because the thought of you taking everything that you've ever given to them away from them and then possibly giving it to someone else is going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back. You have to understand this person is more than likely going through physical ailments as well. They are not taking care of themselves. They're overindulging in substances. They are not talking to friends or family except for to indulge in party-like behavior, which does not help them at all. They're not eating. They're not sleeping well. And so they may also be experiencing health issues as a result of it. So imagine going through all of this and then to boot your body is failing you because you're neglecting that too. Boy, that was really intense. I like the way that this reading came out. I may continue to indulge in doing this this formation from time to time. It won't become something that I do, all the time. I'll be switching up, the different ways that you've seen me do it, but I definitely will be doing this more often. Why don't you guys drop something down in the comments below and let me know how you feel about this new this new method of tarot reading. And if you'd like to see me do it as a permanent staple, or would you like me to only do it sometimes or not at all? So I am going to see what this person's true intentions are. See what they have to say. I will actually be using 2 decks because this person is all over the place. So I will use 2 form of oracle to see what they may have to say in regards to what we've just heard here. All right. This is the other deck. What does this person have to say to the collective? Thank you. You have, I can't help but be interested in everything you do. Captivated. So yeah, collective, they're definitely watching you. Like I said, they see you doing your big one. And they're missing that about you. What else? Thank you. You have, I'm not the person you make me out to be in your mind. Fantasy. So again, this person, like I said before, does fantasize about you quite often. Give me one more. What does this person want to say to the collective? Thank you. You really know how to make me laugh. Laughter. So like I said, it wasn't all bad at one time. I know you guys had, you know, some good times. It wasn't always what it is now, you know. And what is this person's true intention when coming toward my collective? What is this person's true intention when coming towards my collective? Jeez. Gift. I offer something from the heart, an unexpected blessing to brighten your path. Told you they want to be able to get on your level and, you know, provide you with the same, you know, the same give and take that you've always provided for them, collective. What else? Thank you. You have reconnection. I know it's been a while, but I miss having you in my life. Yep, we knew it. They're definitely falling apart without you guys. You used to make them laugh. You know, it's hard to make a person laugh. You really got to be in tune with somebody in order to know their kind of sense of humor. Give me one more before we close out. Thank you. And you have apathetic. I prefer to remain focused on my own life right now, which is exactly what we've been seeing throughout the reading, collective. So there you have it. What your person is thinking, what they're going through. And hopefully this helps you make a decision when they come towards you in the future, if they have not already. And that was going to be the end of your read. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like, share, and subscribe button. And as always, for your highest good, please remember, as above, so below. I wish you nothing but abundance and blessings, collective. Namaste.